शुरू करो, बैठ के करो.
एक
ओंकार, that is, it starts with ik. So if you, those who know how to write Gurmukhi or the Punjabi, there is a number 1, not letters, number 1, and we say is ik as number 1. Onkar is the second word, and we translate it that there is one and only one universal God. Whether we belong to Islam or Christianity or Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, whatever religion we call, we have only one God. So we all are children of one Almighty. Guru Nanak has said many places, Eko hai bhai eko hai. Sabna jiyan ka ik data. I mean, this is from the Holy Scripture. So the first word is ik onkar, there is one God.
Satnam.
The second letter, second word is Sat Nam. It is made of 2 syllables, Sat and Nam. Sat is the truth, and the literal translation of the word truth is something which doesn't die, which stays forever. And Nam here means something which is everywhere. Sarva Vyapak, as we say in Hindi or Punjabi, one who is everywhere. That God is invincible, indestructible. Karta Purakh is the third. Again, Karta and Purakh. Purakh is again Almighty. Karta is the Creator. That He is the only Creator. If you go and study world philosophy, when they talk of God, they do talk of 2 words that it comes in Hinduism as well, the creator and the sustainer. The Western philosopher says, world was always there, it was never created. God is the only sustainer of this world. But religious teachers, the prophets as we call them, or avatars as we call them, or messengers as we call them, they disagree with the philosophers. They say God is both the creator and the sustainer. And the world has been destroyed many a times and created many a times. So when we say Karta Purakh, that Almighty, Purakh is Almighty, He is the creator.
Nirpau.
Next one.
Nirpau, Nirvair.
So there are two very important characteristics of God. Nirbhav and Nirvair. Now when we define the God in Sikhism, we also, what it instructs us is, can we develop some of those qualities within us? Nirbhav and Nirvair are those 2 qualities. Nirbhav, bhav is dar, fear. He is devoid of any fear. Now, can we ask a question to ourselves? What is fear? We are afraid of everything in life. Starting from death, employment, diseases, relations. Life is so complicated that every step of our life there is a fear, and we run from that fear. And they say God is beyond. He is amongst us, but still He is away from our fear. Next is more important than the first one, Nirvair. Where is enmity? He is beyond that enmity, nafrat, hate. He loves everyone. Can we develop that characteristics in us? Can we shelve that enmity or hatred from us? I normally say if we can't love anyone, at least we should not hate others. If we can't make friends, there is no need to make enemies. So that is one of the very important characteristics or features which we should develop within us. Nirvair, we should have no enmity with anyone.
Akal Murat,
And next.
Ajuni Sebham.
Two things again go together, Akal and Ajuni. Now this is one point and one definition where Sikh religion differs from many other faiths. Guru Nanak says, Ajuni, God is not born. And anyone who is born is not God. If I am born and tomorrow I wear a white turban and start saying, and my followers start saying, Dr. Kapoor is God, according to the Sikh definition, I am not. For anyone who is born will die. How can you say God is born and God has died? So all these saints and very eminent people in the world, they could be very close to God. They are saints, but they are not gods. Guru Nanak says God is not born. He need not to be here, for he is everywhere. And as he is not born from mother's womb, he will not die. So he is beyond death. Akal, Kal is death. He is beyond death. He is beyond birth.
Gurprasad,
Sebhang.
Ajuni Sebham, Gurprasad,
Pehla Sebhang. Ajuni,
Ajuni
Akal, Ajuni, Sebhang. Then Sebhang. See, we have all of us have very limited knowledge. Whenever we look at anything, we look at that painting and the question comes, who has painted that? We look at anything which is made and we look at the manufacturer's name, who has manufactured it. That is our tendency. We will ask, who has made whom? Who has made whom? So when I am lecturing about God, a question can come in your mind. Then who has made God? If God has created everything, then who has created God? So that is the answer there. Sebhang means self-eliminated, self-created. Nobody has created God. He was always there. That is Sebhang. So this is what we normally recite, and he is the greatest of the great, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Omniscient means he has all the knowledge. Omnipotent, he is the most powerful. Omnipresent means he is everywhere. That is the definition given by Guru Nanak at the start of the Sikh Holy Book. And that is what we recite here. We will take up Islamic prayers and Hindu prayers one by one, and we will try to explain that to you. And they say, why do we have to repeat it? Why do we have to repeat Gayatri Mantra or any of the namaz or any of the Lord's Prayer or any of Sikh prayer? Why? My answer is very simple. Why do you take paracetamol or any antibiotic?
for relief.
Whenever you are not well, or to get rid of the illness, you don't know how it works inside. You just take it. Similarly, the name of God works wonders when you take it. It goes into you and it does its own job. Cleans your mind, cleans your thought, if it is said or recited from your heart. That is what it is. So it is very important to start your day with his name. For life is so complicated and life is so busy. We have made it busy anyway. This is what my theory is. Days of how many hours? 24 or 12? 24. Day and night is 24 hours. It will never change. It will never become 25 hours. That is God's creation, 24 hours, and we call it as day and night. But within that time, how you have to spend your life, that timetable you make. When the people come to me sometime, sir, we have no time for prayers. I said, can you explain this word? If I take you about 20 years back or 30 years back, maybe then you were not born at that time, the people who had come from India or Pakistan or Bangladesh or Nepal, and they were working day and night, this was their question. Sir, we have no time. In India, we will get up early in the morning, we'll have the holy book in our hand and we can recite God's name. But now we are working all the time. And this is the question I asked them. That plan you have made to work so many hours. In that plan, you can take 15 minutes out and do his prayer. That is self-made. You have denied on your own. You have taken his name out from your timetable. And then you again complain why you have not got this, why you have not got that, why you are ill and why your children are not happy or your family is not happy. We owe him something. And this is the only thing